They're stunning. They're brilliant. They're loyal to the core. But owning a German Shepherd is not for everyone. You see, this dog isn't just a pet, it's a full-time commitment. You don't simply bring one home and expect an easy ride. Oh no, you're signing up for a living, breathing powerhouse of energy, intelligence and instinct. And if you're not prepared, this dog will outsmart you, outwork you and outlast you. That majestic coat, those piercing eyes, the proud stance, it all looks good on social media, until reality kicks in. Suddenly, your couch is shredded, your neighbors are nervous, and your schedule. Because this isn't a dog you leave alone for hours. This isn't a dog you skip training sessions with. This isn't a dog that tolerates laziness. This is a working dog, built for action, built for purpose, built for humans who understand the responsibility. People admire the beauty, the strength, the loyalty. But they forget the work, the discipline, the constant need for structure. German Shepherds don't thrive in chaos. They don't mellow out with neglect. They respond to leadership, consistency and daily challenges. Without it, they don't just misbehave, they unravel. And guess what? Most people aren't ready. They fall for the look. They overlook the lifestyle. They see a best friend. They get a high-drive guardian with a job to do. So before you get swept away by those noble eyes and movie star good looks, ask yourself this. Can you handle the heat that comes with the fur, the focus and the fierce loyalty of a German Shepherd? Or will you become just another person who bit off more than they could chew? This isn't just a dog. This is a way of life. And it's not for the faint of heart. 1. High energy levels. German Shepherds are known for their incredible energy levels, and this is one of the biggest reasons many people struggle to handle them. These dogs were bred to work, to herd, to serve, and to protect. That means they come hardwired with a need to move, think, and stay active. If you're not ready to commit to daily exercise, long walks, structured play, and mental challenges, a German Shepherd will quickly become a handful. This is not a lazy dog that lounges around all day. They need a job, even if it's just a game of fetch, obedience drills, or learning new tricks. Without enough activity, they can become frustrated, bored, and even destructive. That's when you start seeing chewed up shoes, holes in the yard, barking at everything that moves, or pacing around the house like a caged animal. Their energy isn't just physical either, it's mental. These dogs are smart, and they crave stimulation. Puzzle toys, agility training, scent work, or advanced obedience tasks can help burn that mental fuel. Simply tossing a ball isn't always enough. A tired German Shepherd is a good German Shepherd, but getting them to that tired state takes time and effort every single day. A quick walk around the block won't cut it. They need structure, purpose, and consistent outlets for their energy. Without that, they can become too much for the average dog owner to handle. It's not that the dog is bad. It's that their needs weren't met. And when those needs are ignored, the problems begin. So if you're not an active person or don't have the time to commit to your dog's physical and mental needs, a German Shepherd will wear you down fast. High energy isn't a flaw. It's who they are. 2. Strong protective instincts. German Shepherds have incredibly strong protective instincts, and while that can be a blessing in the right hands, it's also one of the main reasons many people struggle with this breed. These dogs are naturally loyal, alert, and deeply bonded to their family. That means they don't just love you, they feel responsible for your safety. It's in their DNA to watch over their territory, their people, and anything they consider part of their pack. That sounds great on paper, but it can quickly become a problem if not handled correctly. Without proper training and early socialization, that protective nature can turn into overprotectiveness, fear-based aggression, or reactivity. They may bark at guests, growl at strangers, or even challenge people they see as a threat, even when there is none. These dogs don't just relax around new people. They assess. They analyze. They watch every move. And if they sense something's off, they'll step in without hesitation. That's why German Shepherds make excellent police dogs, guard dogs, and service dogs. They're always aware, always ready. But in a regular home, that same instinct can lead to unwanted behavior if it's not properly channeled. Owners must set clear boundaries and teach their dog what is and isn't a threat. Social exposure from a young age is key, along with obedience training that reinforces calm, confident behavior. If you leave this dog to figure things out on their own, they'll often default to guarding, which can be too much for casual or first-time owners to manage. Their loyalty is unmatched, but it comes with responsibility. You don't get to switch it off. A German Shepherd will protect what they love, but it's your job to make sure they know when and how to do it appropriately. 3. Requires constant mental stimulation. German Shepherds are one of the most intelligent dog breeds in the world, and with that intelligence comes a constant need for mental stimulation. This isn't a dog that's content just lying around the house or playing with the same toy every day. They need to think, solve problems, and engage with their environment in meaningful ways. If they don't get that mental workout, they can quickly become bored, frustrated, and even destructive. You might see behaviors like chewing, digging, excessive barking, or even attempts to escape, not because they're bad dogs, but because their brilliant minds are going to waste. These dogs were bred to make decisions, work independently, and respond to complex tasks. That's why they excel in roles like police work, military service, and search and rescue. In a home setting, that same brainpower needs to be kept busy. Training sessions should go beyond the basics. Think advanced obedience, trick training, agility courses, scent work, puzzle toys, or even canine sports. Mental stimulation can be as simple as teaching a new command or as complex as a full obstacle course in the backyard. What matters is consistency and challenge. If you don't give them something to think about, they'll create their own entertainment, and that usually means trouble. It's not enough to walk them or throw a ball. Their minds need just as much attention as their bodies. Many first-time dog owners underestimate this and quickly find themselves overwhelmed. A bored German Shepherd is not just restless, they can become pushy, stubborn, and even hard to control. If you want a peaceful, happy Shepherd, you have to keep that brain busy every single day. Mental stimulation isn't a luxury for this breed, it's a necessity. Without it, everything falls apart. 4. Needs early and ongoing socialization. German Shepherds need early and ongoing socialization to grow into balanced, well-mannered dogs, and this is something many people overlook. From the moment they're puppies, these dogs must be exposed to a wide variety of people, animals, places, and experiences. Why? Because they're naturally cautious and protective. Without proper socialization, they can become overly suspicious, reactive, or even aggressive toward anything unfamiliar. This doesn't mean they're mean. It means they're wired to be alert and protective, and if they aren't taught what's normal and what's not, they can't tell the difference. The earlier you start, the better. Introducing a young German Shepherd to calm dogs, friendly strangers, busy streets, loud noises, and different environments helps shape their understanding of the world. They learn confidence. They learn how to stay calm in new situations. But it doesn't stop after puppyhood. Socialization must continue throughout their lives. Regular outings, meeting new people, interacting with other dogs, and practicing obedience in public places all help reinforce their social skills. Without this, they can revert to being guarded, nervous, or unpredictable. This is a big reason some German Shepherds develop behavior issues, not because they're aggressive by nature, but because they were never properly socialized. It takes time, patience, and commitment. You can't lock this dog in a backyard and expect them to be friendly and calm when guests come over. You have to show them the world and teach them how to navigate it. It's ongoing work, and it matters just as much as feeding them or exercising them. A well-socialized German Shepherd is confident, alert, and in control. But a poorly socialized one can be a danger to others and a constant source of stress for their owner. Socialization isn't optional, it's essential for this breed. 5. Can become destructive when bored. German Shepherds can become highly destructive when they're bored, and this is one of the top reasons they're returned to shelters or given up by overwhelmed owners. These dogs aren't naturally naughty, they're just full of energy, intelligence, and instinct. When their mental and physical needs aren't being met, they don't just sit quietly and wait. They find their own ways to stay busy, and that often leads to chewed furniture, torn up gardens, shredded shoes, scratched doors, and non-stop barking. It's not about disobedience, it's about unmet needs. A bored German Shepherd feels frustrated and restless, and that frustration always finds a way out. This breed was built to work, to herd, guard, serve, and think. When that drive has no direction, chaos follows. Imagine giving a high-performance sports car to someone who only drives once a week. It's not going to end well. The same goes for these dogs. If you don't give them structure, challenge, and purpose, they'll invent their own jobs, like tearing apart your couch or guarding the window 24/7. This behavior often surprises first-time owners who underestimate how much stimulation a German Shepherd truly needs. A short walk and a pat on the head won't cut it. They need regular exercise, mental challenges, social interaction, and training routines. If they don't get those, their behavior starts to spiral. Destruction is just a symptom of a deeper problem: boredom and frustration. The good news is, it's preventable. With the right amount of activity and attention, this breed can be calm, happy, and well-behaved. But if their mind and body are left idle for too long, destruction is almost guaranteed. It's not a matter of if, it's when. A bored German Shepherd isn't bad. They're just under challenge. And they'll let you know. Loudly. 6. Not ideal for first-time dog owners. German Shepherds are not ideal for first-time dog owners, and there are many reasons why. These dogs are powerful, intelligent, energetic, and extremely driven. They thrive under strong, confident leadership and consistent structure. Without that, they can quickly become dominant, anxious, or hard to control. First-time owners often underestimate the time, patience, and skill it takes to raise a German Shepherd properly. This breed isn't like your average laid-back family dog. They require daily training, mental stimulation, firm boundaries, and lots of physical activity. If you're not experienced in handling dogs with this level of intensity, it's easy to make mistakes that lead to long-term behavior issues. German Shepherds are incredibly loyal and protective, but without proper guidance, those traits can turn into reactivity or aggression. They need to be taught early on what's acceptable and what's not. If you're unsure, inconsistent, or too soft in your approach, they'll take the lead themselves, and that can cause big problems. These dogs are smart enough to test limits and strong enough to back it up. They don't respond well to confusion or weak leadership. That's why experienced dog owners often do better with them. They know how to read body language, establish trust, and correct bad behavior early. For a first-time owner, trying to manage all this can quickly become overwhelming. The cute puppy stage passes fast, and without a solid foundation, that adorable fluff ball grows into a powerful adult dog with needs that are difficult to meet. It's not impossible, but it takes serious commitment and a willingness to learn. If you're not ready for that, a German Shepherd can become more than you can handle. This breed is amazing, in the right hands. But for beginners, it's often too much too soon. 7. Prone to certain health issues requiring attention. German Shepherds are prone to certain health issues that require regular attention, and for many dog owners, this becomes a long-term commitment they aren't prepared for. One of the most well-known problems is hip dysplasia, a genetic condition where the hip joint doesn't develop properly, leading to pain, arthritis, and reduced mobility over time. This condition can show up early in life or develop later, and it often requires ongoing vet care, medication, or even surgery. Elbow dysplasia is another common issue, causing similar problems in the front legs. Both of these conditions can impact the dog's ability to stay active, which is a major concern for such an energetic breed. German Shepherds are also at risk for degenerative myelopathy, a progressive neurological disease that affects the spinal cord and eventually leads to paralysis. There is no cure, and managing it takes a lot of emotional and physical effort. In addition, they can suffer from digestive problems, allergies, and a sensitive stomach, which may require special diets and constant monitoring. Skin issues, ear infections, and eye conditions can also occur frequently and may need regular grooming and vet visits to manage. For a breed that thrives on movement and mental stimulation, these health challenges can be especially difficult to deal with. Owners must be proactive, not reactive. Regular checkups, proper nutrition, controlled exercise, and early screenings can help, but they don't eliminate the risks. These aren't just small concerns. They're real, long-term issues that require time, money, and dedication. Many people fall in love with the German Shepherd's beauty and strength, but they don't always consider the ongoing healthcare needs. This is not a low-maintenance dog. It's a breed that demands your full attention, especially when it comes to their health. And if you're not prepared, it can be overwhelming. German Shepherds are one of the most admired dog breeds in the world, known for their intelligence, loyalty, and strength. But owning one is not as simple as it seems. These dogs require far more than love and basic care. They need daily physical exercise, constant mental stimulation, early and ongoing socialization, firm leadership, and a deep understanding of their protective nature. When their needs aren't met, they can become destructive, reactive, or even aggressive. Add to that the potential for serious health issues, and it's clear this breed is not ideal for casual or first-time dog owners. A German Shepherd isn't just a pet, it's a commitment. It's a lifestyle. And it's one that demands time, patience, and a willingness to grow with your dog. In the right hands, they're unbeatable companions. In the wrong ones, they're a challenge that can quickly spiral out of control. So before bringing one home, ask yourself, are you truly ready for everything that comes with the power, purpose, and pride of a German Shepherd? Because this breed deserves more than love. They deserve leadership.